have really serious issues, and people need to we need to wake up. I mean,
And
I know like one of the questions I was asked earlier today on the subreddit, I'm sorry, one of the questions I was asked today on our subreddit just this week, day 4, was workers' rights. Someone mentioned the question about, in terms of the different trade regulations and stuff and how they've impacted jobs, affect union jobs and African American employment and stuff. And the answer to the question from what we all pulled together, and someone chimed in with some really great information, it's been abysmal. I mean, these different these trade treaties that the Clintons, NAFTA and CAFTA, and now we have TPP with President Obama. I mean, they're disastrous for American workers, and they disproportionately impact Black and Latino workers as well.
Yeah, it's
I mean, it's a problem.
You can connect that to DeRay's Baltimore run. Like, DeRay has great plans for education and criminal justice, and there's a good chance for someone like him, he could push the movement locally to get most, if not all, that stuff done in Baltimore. But pre-DeRay and post-DeRay, if I envision driving through Baltimore, am I still going to see the same number of burned out or boarded up houses throughout most of the districts outside the Inner Harbor there? Is probably going to be yes. There's nothing someone like DeRay, even if he had the solution, could do without a reversal of the trade policies that have destroyed cities like Baltimore, their textile industry, which is somewhere in the jungles of the Philippines or Jakarta right now. And without that, the fundamentals that cause all these plights, that his policies for education could stop the bleeding, make some improvements,
but it can't change.
The fundamentals aren't going to change there.
That's you've hit on something, and I want to talk more about some other stuff, but you hit on something that is so key. Like, one of the reasons that I have been up until the TPP an Obama apologist, particularly against black people who say, look at our neighborhoods are still this, our neighborhoods are still that, is because, you know what, the things that are causing your neighborhood to be like this up until TPP were not anything Obama did, right? There's nothing he could have done to directly affect that unless he was just going to overturn our last trade deals, right? Unless he was going to bring back all the, but now that he's gone so far as to say, okay, we're going to do the TPP, well, now he's going to further exacerbate the problem, right? It's actually going to get worse for certain industries. And so now we can look at it and say, okay, let's see what this looks like in the next 5 years. No, there's nothing a DeRay can do to bring back those jobs, the jobs that Bill Clinton helped ship overseas, right? There's nothing that can be done on that local level. And so when people try to always point out, oh, look at this city is run by liberals and progressives, and no, this is one global economy. Yes, our national economy is primary, but our national economy has been inserted into this global economy, and now we are competing with people across the world who only need 50 cents a day. Of course, it's going to gut our communities, and it's going to, like you said, Anoa, it's going to disproportionately affect black people. And so when we say, and I don't think, let's shift gears real hard and go to the Sanders subreddit today, because I think white people understand this, and they understand, white people who like Bernie, they understand the economics of it. They understand that the communities have been gutted because of bad trade deals. But there's this huge disconnect in the ability to communicate in a non-condescending way. And I'm gonna pass it to one of you guys to set it up, and then we'll go around and talk about it today, because it's something, the perfect example of what the biggest challenge for Bernie Sanders is, besides the establishment, actually took place in real time on the Sanders subreddit today. Who wants to explain what actually happened?